Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Welcome Grove Homestead. Today we are going to just kind of take you around, see some of the projects we're working on, and just generally do a little bit of vlogging. Amanda has been sick ever since my parents left, so we've been kind of busy just surviving, and now we are finally getting back to some projects. Amanda's off milking a cow right now, kids are collecting eggs, doing their farm thing, and I'm gonna move a bunch of pallets and some tarps and make way to put our turkey pen inside the barn for the winter. Word has it, we have a very high potential of having a very cold and potentially even white Christmas. So we're gonna get ready for that. You ready to do this with me? We're ready to do this. Yeah. Oh, look at the cows. They're outstanding in their field. Buddy, buddy. All right, let's go. Morning, birdies. Y'all looking beautiful today. You startling?
Yeah.
Oh, we got Gideon, Mr. Happy Pup.
Puppy.
Let's go. Good morning.
Morning.
Looks like you're feeling better.
I am feeling better. Did you tell them I was sick?
Yes. Back at it. Feeling strong, looking beautiful. Milking a goat. Okay, big goat.
Like a double goat.
Like a double goat. Milking a double goat.
It makes as much milk as like 7 goats.
Yeah. Super goat. I like the chicken friend you have that's helping Claire with the dropped food.
Yeah. She's here to help.
Yeah, doing her part. Reduce, reuse, recycle. One of the things that everyone has asked us, you know, talking about the barn and its uses. In winter, obviously your barn is going to be the thing that keeps your hay dry, your animals dry. It's a place for us where our cows can go to stay out of the rain. Not that they're not, you know, not waterproof or something like that. They could stand out in the rain, and a lot of cows do. There are fields where they just, that's all they do. But our cows do have a little inlet where they could be safe. One thing that we have been doing, though, as you've seen, are the turkeys. The turkeys have a big dog kennel that we have covered, or chicken coop that we've covered with plastic, and as the weather comes, specifically as the snow comes, we're going to deal with a lot of basically crushing weight of snow, and we don't want to have that plastic covering and that chicken coop out in the weather if we can help it. So one of the things we're going to do is we're going to open this barn door behind us, slide that bad boy right open, farm door style, right? And we are going to go ahead and clear out some space, and we're going to get a chicken coop moved in there so that turkeys have a nice weatherized, windproof area where the coop's, number one, not getting thrown around by the wind, which, fun fact, did happen the other day. We had some crazy wind, and it just chucked the whole coop. We're going, all right, this is life now. So anyway, preparations for winter begin. Saturday's the day to do it. And you ready? Can you do it? Can you push it? Let's see if we can get this door open. Come on, push! Push, ready, 1, 2, 3, go! Well done, all right. So, this is where it's gonna go. Yeah, we got some hay in there. We're gonna move 1 or 2 bales, but we're gonna see what we can do.
That's how you get Gideon on the bale.
Gideon does love his hay. Hello, Harvest King. Gideon, the Harvest King.
Oh, you puppy. Don't worry, stay. Stay.
Don't knock my coffee off.
I'll try not to. I'm not even safe doing that. Puppy! I am the Harvest King with my harvest pup. Puppy!
What you doing there?
Taking some cow milk in before I go out and milk the goat.
That's quite the setup you got there.
Yeah. Every day, got my little wagon.
You got your milker, your bucket,
Yep.
farm life.
Farm life. And it's cold. My fingers are so cold. So I get a little break where I get to thaw my fingers and then go do it again with the goats.
So we're making some room in the barn. As you can see, we moved one bale from one side to another. These two bales behind me, I'm also gonna move them. While we only need like 11 feet for that chicken coop to come in here, I wanna give myself a little bit of extra room to maybe put some storage totes. One of the biggest challenges for our kids during chore time is bringing food from like one area on one side of the farm to another area. So hopefully we can get some bins in here with food, so feeding the animals a little easier on them. How's that sound? I think he's a fan. We've been moving hay around, obviously, you kind of saw that. But what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go to an area on the other side of the barn where it's kind of a pain in the booty to get a tractor in and out of. So I need to take a bale with me back there, but I'm also going to use the bucket to scrape out some old poop. I'm clearing out the stalls so the cows have a nice warm place to be. So I'm going to use this two-prong hay spear to carry the bale on the back of the tractor and the bucket on the front. And together we'll get everything we need to one location at the same time. I thought I'd just show you how I'm going to hook it up real quick. But the rear of the tractor has these 3-point hitches up here, right here, and here, and that will carry all the weight of these 1,000+ pound bales, right? So I'm going to just turn this thing, and you know, nice and light steel, but pretty fantastic tool to be able to carry 2 bales if you need, or just one while you got a bucket. We're exactly using it to its purpose, and I feel like that's a kind of a win. There we go. Ta-da! So all this area here we've got to kind of clear out. There's just a lot of cow poop. Our mineral block has got some, well, cow poop on it, so we're gonna get that cleaned up and moved out of the way. And of course our protein tub, that's that red bucket that gives the cows an extra boost of protein in the cold weather. We're gonna get that under the covering. They've kind of pushed it with that nice slippery surface it's sitting on. And then we're gonna use the bucket and just kind of scrape out all this junk and put in some fresh hay in here for the cows to keep warm in the cold weather. All right, kids, so that was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
That tractor, I was gonna say that, I mean, it is so easy.
Yeah.
Just in comparison, I was thinking we'd be out here with shovels, and then I was like, well, we have a tractor. If I can get it under the roof here, we can scrape it. And look at this thing, Audrey. You went and got this shovel to help, and like, how much work that would be to have to do all this constantly without the use of a tractor. That's a pretty big blessing to have that available.
Yeah.
Now, what are we gonna do with all this poop?
Compost it in the garden.
Probably compost it, right? So we're probably gonna let it sit here for now, and then we'll take a big old scoot back with us to the compost pile. The rest can sit there until we're ready to clear out all the poop from all over, which is good to know, right? We have that compost pile. You saw us turning in our last video, and that's heating up real nicely. I don't know if it's necessarily the smartest thing to just add more poop to it, but we've got plenty of that. Those cows definitely don't shirk their duties.
Yeah, you did duty.
All right, let's get some hay rolled out in here. Give them some fresh bedding, and we are gonna give them a nice bed for a 24-degree night tonight. Well, this looks pretty comfy. I'd lay down in it.
I wouldn't. Well, actually, yeah, right.
It's totally fresh hay. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm gonna put this up so I don't get hate.
I love the smell of hay.
Yeah.
And usually you don't use hay for bedding, but that's what we got. We grew it. It's here. There's plenty of it. The cows will eat the leftovers. We put the rest of the bale in the back in the corner, so they'll eat that, and then whatever doesn't get soiled on the ground, they'll I guess they'll probably either munch on it, but they'll probably literally lay down in it and then eat it, because that's just how they roll. But this is a nice warm bedding for them to be in, and honestly, right now with the price of straw, it's about the same price as hay. So there's no point in buying small bales for $7 a bale when I have these large round bales that I can just literally get out of the barn, and yeah, it's doing the same thing. So real happy with that, and this is actually edible. So that means there's some nutrients. So when they end up soiling it and we pull it out for our composting, we'll get some extra nutrients there too. So I think it's all around a good win. What do you think, pup?
He's like, it's edible, all right.
Our cow dog over there. All right, should we go check on Mama?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you taking a nap in the hay?
Actually, might do that.
There you go. So today is a day that I am starting to dry up our big goats. Just milking a little bit out of them, just to relieve pressure. Girlfriend, you dance. But they're all kind of drying up on their own anyway, so it's just time to give them a break. It's coming up on Christmas. The scheduled time to dry everybody up was going to be in January anyway, so I'm just going to go ahead and dry them up a little bit earlier. That's super, super helpful, Nestle. You're going to do that right now while I'm talking. Anyway, but yeah, since they're all pregnant, they need that time to grow babies and devote the energy to that, as well as the temperature's dropping. They need to keep themselves warm, so they don't need to be making milk when we're getting more than enough milk from Claire. But while they're on the stand, I've also been just checking their feet. I know that I need to have a formal hoof trimming day. I know, you're out of grain, now she's dancing. But I don't actually have time to do a full day of trimming, so I'm just doing a quick check, making sure everybody's feet are good until I can do it probably later this week. Actually, it's the weekend, but if I can do it this week before Christmas, I would like to get their feet all done. Mayhem, you can move, honey. So it's later in the day now, and we are working on one of our very important tasks of the day, which is we gotta load up Loin and Sausage into the trailer to spend the night before we take them to our friend's house tomorrow to put them in the hanging cooler. So
Processing day.
processing day, that's right.
P-Day.
P-Day.
I mean, it's weird because it's like it's part of the butchering process, but we're not actually doing the butchering part. Butchery is really like cutting up the meat. We're not cutting them up tomorrow. they're going to be dispatched, and then
It's
they'll
actually
be.
the slaughter day.
That's right. It'll be
And
slaughter
they'll
day.
hang on the cooler and get ready to be fully processed,
Yep.
which we'll bring along on as much as we can as well. That'd be kind of cool to show everyone how that works. And now that we've been through it once with one of our pigs, it's not quite as daunting. We kind of have an idea of what to expect, what to show.
Yeah, and the amount of meat at the end. Like, you kind of know what to expect.
I mean, I'm making pulled pork tonight for dinner. I'm pretty excited about
Yum. But anyway, so these ladies are massive. I have not measured them recently because look at the ground in here. It is like, you're gonna lose your boot in that.
that. I'm definitely losing my boot.
So I have not gotten in there to measure them just because I like keeping my boots on my feet.
Last day of life.
So they're around over 300 pounds. They're big girls.
With the cutie. I think the wind could have gone longer.
So you can see the body shape difference between these two. They are crossbreeds, so because they are Yorkshire Berkshire crosses, a Berkshire has a bit more of low end shape here, while the Yorkshire has that nice long, flat, not flat, but you know, smooth, even shape like Sausage has. So I'm really curious to see the composition of their meat, given the fact that they have different body types. Just see, like, Berkshire is more of a lard pig, and since Lowen has more of a Berkshire shape, I'm wondering if she's going to end up having more lard. But that's just theories at this point. It's all speculation and theories, but tomorrow we find out. Meanwhile, the Harvest King surveys all from his throne.
Well, that could not have gone smoother.
Seriously, you know, I've heard pigs will not step up, and she legitimately jumped into the trailer.
So yeah, the pig stepped up super easily.
Yeah.
One of them used the ramp, which was a little unstable, and you could tell that Lewin really wanted to follow her sister in, but she opted to step up the big leap. And I don't know if it's just because they're so used to going up and down hills. They're big old strong haunches.
Yeah, they have really strong back legs.
I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing what those muscles look like.
But you know what? These pigs have been fed a lot of milk. They are pretty well motivated by milk.
Yeah,
So-
and they're not afraid of us. They're, oh, you want me to go in there? Okay, I'll go in there.
And I mean, it makes a difference when you put the trailer there ahead of time. They're not nervous pigs. There are pigs that are more nervous that, yes, they take a lot more work. They take a lot more time with the trailer sitting there to get used to it. Like, I am not under any delusion that it is this easy for everyone.
No, in fact, I talked to friends who did some pigs last weekend, and they were saying it took them over 2.5 hours just to get their 2 pigs loaded. So I was thinking we need to be out here like 3 in the afternoon. We'll be out here till dark. 10 minutes later, we're done. John is gonna be very jealous when I tell him about that. But he used our trailer too, so it worked out.
Yeah, no, they're great. They were great pigs. I think that they were a really great first pig raising experience. Yorkshire Berkshire Cross, they were really nice, even tempered pigs. They grew fast.
Yep.
We never had any health issues.
Nope.
So, I mean, they're a great beginner pig, honestly.
And you get a lot for the dollar you're putting into feed.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of other pigs that you'll find in breeds where people go, oh, it's just the best meat. But it takes them 16 months to get to half or a little more than a half this size. Mm-hmm. So depending on the quality you're going for, your resources going into it, what are you trying to get out of it? Are you looking for super high, dark red meat pork, or are you looking for something that might not be as dark of meat, but a lot of it? And so for our family, we're not interested in spending any more than we have to necessarily.
Well, this is our learning time. So it's like, okay, we're gonna try the fast growing breed. We have some IPPs, we got a couple of grower hogs, but we've got pork in the freezer while we wait for them to grow.
Yes.
So yeah, I think that that's a really great gateway pigs. Start with something that grows fast, and if you want something that grows slow, you can totally have them growing at the same time, but you get pork in your freezer in the meantime.
Yep, absolutely. And so, yeah, we will be breeding these Idaho pasture pigs. We'll be eating some of them long term, but we got some meat in the freezer now. We're gonna put a couple more pigs in the freezer.
Yep.
Pretty excited about that. You guys ready? So at the beginning of this video today, I told them that we are gonna be moving the turkey pen. Caleb and I got it all cleared out earlier. You guys ready to move a turkey pen? Let's get that thing in there. Let's do this! Hey, we did it!
We did it.
We did it!
Gotta move.
We got some turkeys here. We got a new home for the turkeys here.
Gideon's
Dogs in there. What a day! Lots of stuff got accomplished.
Yeah, definitely.
Glad you're feeling better.
I am.
That would have been a bummer to have to go through processing without you.
Yes, I was going to be really upset if I had to miss it.
Well, we are glad. So kids were asking, why are we moving the turkey pen into the barn, right? And I guess the easy answer to that is wind and cold.
And snow.
Snow.
Yes. There is going to be snow coming, and this plastic is not going to, plastic and chicken wire is not going to hold the weight of snow.
Well, I mean, the plastic probably would. It would just collapse all the metal.
Yeah.
The metal grade's not strong enough.
Yeah. And I mean, all that metal is being held on by zip ties.
Yeah. Hey.
I don't foresee that
Zip
going.
ties are awesome. They're like
right,
duct tape.
but they can't hold hundreds of pounds of snow.
True story. True story.
So we moved them into the barn, and honestly, I think they're going to be way more comfortable over the winter anyway in there. There's no wind. We actually had some strong wind came in the other night and moved this entire coop overnight.
Threw it.
Threw it into the goat fence. We are lucky the birds were not hurt. So I would just feel way more comfortable if we moved it where it was out of the wind.
Yeah. Whoop, whoop. He's like, I'm done.
He's all ruffled. He's not happy with you.
This one's like,
He's deeply offended.
This
one's like, I'm done.
Anyway, so we got to get these guys all settled in, get their food and water moved in, get dinner.
Yeah, dinner time.
And my parents are coming back home tonight.
Yay.
So we'll be seeing their bright and cheerful faces again.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us. As always, this is your country nerd with a turkey flock
Yeah, that's what I heard.
saying that you can grow
where you're planted.